Stand by, guys. Hello, this is Derek Thompson, and welcome to this incredible conference that we started yesterday. It's continuing today. It goes on tomorrow, and then on Sunday at the Hippodrome de Toulouse, we've got the 2 races, and it is a special welcome to wherever you are watching around the world. We've got a star-studded lineup for you today, and it could be a very interesting day. I'm surrounded, of course, by the stewardesses from Emirates Airways, who are people who have flown in from all over the world. They've come from Australia, from Argentina, from Brazil, to America, you name it. They've come from all parts of the globe. And we are here in Toulouse in the southwest of France, where it's a beautiful day, incidentally. The sun is shining, and it's a blue sky, about 25 degrees centigrade. Now, we have an ambassador who is with us today, and Lara Sawaya, who has organized this for Sheikh Mansour and Sheikh Fatima, are here today. So they are watching with you around the world. Now, by the way, if you've got any questions that we could help answers with today, if you're not lucky enough to be here live, you can send us your questions and we will do our very best to get you an answer sometime today. Now, we have some incredible seminars. The first one, we've brought some of the top jockeys from around the world. It's going to be good. And we also have a question for people here. And the question is this: should owners and trainers give special support to female jockeys in racing? We hope over the next hour and a half you will be able to come up with the answer, judging by what you will have seen and heard from the people who have gathered on stage. That's enough from me, because now we want to get straight on with it. And the lady who's going to be looking after our first seminar today, and this is all about jockeys. We've got lady jockeys. We also have 4 top-class male jockeys as well who have flown in. But the lady who's going to be looking after it, when I say she is president of the Association of Racing Schools, she is the general secretary for Gentry, which is the big worldwide team for amateur riders, and she is master of equine training for the German Jockey Club. She is a lady who never stops. She goes around the world in support of all these lady jockeys, and she is a very, very top-class lady. I'd like you to give her a very special welcome. Give her a big cheer, a big round of applause. She comes from Germany, Susanna Sanderson. Susanna. Good luck.
I thank you so very much. So I'm really a bit ashamed. I'm very happy to be here, first of all. And we have the 4th session already. We started, of course, with the beginning with the breathing, where it all starts. And we continued. We had a vet and nutrition. We had a session about training. And now we have the session with the jockeys. And this is when the jockey is riding the horse, so nobody can help him in the race. He just does this, what has been trained, what the horse is able to perform. So, but we would like to look behind the scene today, and we would like to know something from the jockeys themselves, and to learn, hopefully, something, and to get some more information. We have a very, very interesting group today. We have professional female jockey. We have amateur riders, we have professional successful jockeys, we have apprentice jockeys, we have a lady jockey also from Australia, a lady jockey from Oman is next to me on the left, and then we have a very successful ex-jockey who is a very successful trainer now, with a lot of winners. So we will come back, and I would like to ask them to introduce themselves to the audience. Thank you. Would you start, please?
I'm Salima Al-Talai from Sultanate Oman, and I live in Abu Dhabi. I worked in Abu Dhabi as a professional jockey since 2005. And also I'm a personal trainer.
And Duygu Fatura, Dr. Duygu Fatura, she is a vet, so she could have taken part in the session yesterday as well. But she's here as a jockey, as an amateur rider, and she can introduce herself, please.
I'm Duygu Fatura, and I'm coming from Turkey. As Susanna said, I'm a veterinarian, and I had completed my PhD on equine nutrition. I'm also riding as an amateur rider. And semi-professionally, I'm an assistant trainer.
We have Delphine Garcia-Dubois. And Delphine, she will introduce herself and something about that, what she is doing in her private or professional life. And she is something very special because she won the first Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak Ladies World Championship last year. So she's also writing history, same as Salima, and of course also Duygu for Turkey. Please.
Hello, I'm Delphine Garcia-Dubois from France. I am an amateur jockey. My business is a horse insurance broker, and I was very pleased to be part of this World Tournament last year and very happy to win the final in Abu Dhabi. I think it's a great experience for all the ladies, and I hope it will continue for a very long time.
Veronica Aske is from Norway, and she's representing whole Scandinavia today.
Yes, I am, and I'm riding as an amateur rider in Norway. And last year I was also participating in the Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak World Ladies Championship. It's a great experience. And normally I work as a TV presenter in Norway, in a racing channel.
Thank you very much. And we come to Syed.
Yes.
Syed is an apprentice jockey.
Yes.
And we had been very happy, so he participated last year in the year's apprentice race in Abu Dhabi on the 10th, on the same day of the World Championship.
Yes, I'm Saeed Al-Mazraoui. First thing I would say, big thank for Sheikh Mansour for inviting us here. I came here for represent UAE, so I'm very happy to be here. I first time be here in France. I like it, so just start. I work for a big trainer in Dubai, Ali Raihich. I've been trainer for 3 years. So I'm very happy to come here. So he just look after me, and he's very good, and he supports me. Just to say again, just big thanks for Sheikh Mansour for inviting us here, and Lara as well.
I think actually we do not need to introduce Ahmed, but I would like that he introduces himself. So he's so well known everywhere. So we have all ladies and gentlemen here who wrote history in racing, and especially in Arabian racing. So we are very happy to welcome you as well. Ahmed, perhaps you can say something.
Thank you so much. I'm Ahmed Dajtabi from United Arab Emirates, from Dubai, professional jockey. I'm just so happy to be here with everyone again, because we've been in Berlin last year, and it's a nice experience from all the jockeys, and as well for Saeed, for Brentis. So hopefully we learned something new today, and after like 1 hour and a half, so everyone will come back happy from here and learn more for racing.
Thank you very much. Nikita comes all the way from Australia, a professional jockey, very successful. We come to all the records, we come later, so just a short introduction of yourself, please.
I'm Nikita McLean, and as Susanna said, I'm from Australia. This is the second time that I've been to one of these press conferences, so I would like to thank Sheikh Sayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan and Her Highness Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak, and especially Lara Sawyer for giving me the opportunity to be here today and to represent Australia. Arabian horses or Arabian racing isn't that big in Australia, so to be here today, it's been very educational, and I'll take a lot out of it, so thank you.
And you have won a race of Sheikha Fatima, so you were the first professional winning a race. Before, it was always with, mostly when it was possible in a country, we had a combined race with professional lady riders and with amateur riders, and until Nikita came, so always the amateur won the race. So we were very happy, so that at least one professional rider, and she's a very good rider, very strong rider. And Robert Litt is also wrote history. He was a very successful rider, a jockey with more than 500 winners, and now he is an even more successful trainer with more than 800 winners. So how did you get, or maybe you can say something about your own career?
Oui, bonjour, Robert Litt. Je suis rentré.
Robert Litt. I came into the profession in 1966 as an apprentice. I was a jockey up until 1986, when I qualified for my license as a trainer, and stopped activities a year and a half ago. I retired. but I have trained many Arabian horses, and it's a passion for me.
Thank you very much. So how do you decide to become a jockey? So it is, I think, we have jockeys, male jockeys, for really many, many, many years, but it is not so very common to have female jockeys. So, and especially not from Arabian countries. And Salima is the first jockey holding a professional license in the Arabian countries. And this is very extraordinary. How did you get there? Why did you start to become a professional jockey?
Actually, before I started riding horses, I was an athlete, a 100-meter sprinter, and I was winning every year, but we didn't have a team in Oman for the ladies, so I moved on to something else, and my cousin told me, why don't you start riding, because it's fun and keep you busy. And I wasn't expecting that I'm going to be a jockey one day. So I rode for 1 month, and the trainer in Oman was Michael Kettle. He found me, and he thought that I have a small, good body to be a jockey, so and strong. So I said, why don't you try riding the race horses and be in the ladies' race, and His Majesty's race that day was. I said, okay, I'll try, but I can't. I don't know. I don't have any idea about racing. And it was 2003. I never watched race. I never knew about race and nothing. And he showed me the videos, and I was like, oh my God, what this happening? Horses racing like sprinters, like us, like 100 meter, and I was so happy, and I was like, no, I have to try it. So he trained me in 10 days to be in the race, and I actually won the race, and it was very special. Then the next day I was like thinking about it, and I just like, no, I'm gonna keep going. From then I started going every morning. I forgot all my studies. I left it behind, and I just went every morning 5 o'clock to ride the race horses, and slowly, after 5 months, I went to apprentice school in Australia. It's called Trentic 2000 in Gold Coast, and I learned a lot from Australia, because I found out the women in Australia, the jockeys, are very strong, and they level with the men, and that's how I became a jockey, a strong rider, because of Australia. Actually, they pushed me really hard, and the first I came back and I rode some races, and then I went back 2007, and I rode my first winner in Queensland at Deakin, and I came back straight away. I won in Abu Dhabi. So it was a really good experience since then.
So everything does not always go smoothly, and I think we come later if you faced some difficulties.
Yeah.
So we would like to know how you got in touch with racing, Duygu.
I had been with horses all through my life. I was dreaming to be a jockey when I was 8 or 9 years old, but then I realized that it was quite impossible to do it at the time in Turkey, because racing was big, but not very many women involved, and no lady jockeys, nothing. So I said, in order to be with horses all my life, I chose to be a vet, and I started horseback riding. I was a short jumper for many years, and I had to wait like more than 30 years to ride a race. So I think I'm a good example to show that you always need to chase your dream.
Yeah.
You know, I started dreaming about it when I was 8, 9, and I got to be a jockey, an amateur rider, at the age of 37. So I love to ride horses, both race horses and jumpers, but I find race riding more fun and exciting.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I just do it as a hobby because I started very late. I wish I started when I was 9 or 10 or
So
younger.
when I visited Turkey, I went for training, and so I saw Duygu riding 5, 6 horses every day before she starts with her regular work. So it is, I think this is certainly, you will agree, similar to if you're a professional, if you're an amateur, so that you have to train a lot. That is hard work. And all these 2 ladies and all the other ladies and gentlemen, they're all very tough person. And I think, and you might come to this point later, that maybe for women we have to be even more strong, because sometimes it's more difficult, it is something new. Well, I don't want to speak much about myself, but when I was the first woman winning against professional jockeys, and so on a big track in Germany, so that was first like a shock, and then they say now it is normal. You know, it is something which goes through the years, which they get used to, but it is still a little bit different. We have to give always our best, even more than others do, even more than the male jockeys. And now maybe I explain a little bit, only a few sentences about amateur riders. Some of you might not know. These are riders who do riding, the passion is the same for everybody. If you don't love horses, you are never a good rider, of course. But you want to win with a horse. You want to give the performance. And the amateur jockeys, they don't receive money for riding. They really just ride for the honor, and they ride to enjoy, and for the passion to be with the horses. And they have, as we have heard now, all their professions, and they go in their spare time, they go out for riding. The training is very similar. And now we have Delphine, and you say maybe something about when you started, how you started, if there is some history in racing from your family.
No, I don't have any family involved with horses. I'm the only one, and I'm still the only one. I was a show jumper. I was riding in show jumping before, and I discovered amateur races in France when I was 18. Before that, I didn't even watch a race on TV. I was just switching the channel. And then I discovered a new world for me, and very democratic, because you ride horses that you don't have to purchase and pay the keeping fee and everything. So it's free riding, and compared to show jumping, which is very expensive, and if you don't have money, you cannot reach a high level unless you have good sponsors, but it's difficult. And with race horses, I thought that if I was working hard and if I was not too bad as a rider, I would be able to ride in races and maybe someday win a race and maybe some races, which happened. But it was really hard work. I train almost every day, and Susanna is right. We have to train even more than the boys to be able to compete. And people, they change their mind, and now they trust girls more and more. And I can give you a good example with one of our best, if not the best trainer that we have in France, Mr. Fabre. He has a female jockey in his yard, and she rides very often, even in listed and group races, and very successful. So if he does that himself, I think it's the way to open it to all the girls.
Delphine is, as all the others do, is a flat rider, but she also rides, this is very special, also over jumps. And she participated in some big races, only recently, about 2 weeks ago, in the big Maréchal Foch. It is a race with 50,000 euro in Auteuil over the big jumps, and she finished the course. So this is very important. So she's very, very brave. And now we come to Veronica. Veronica, racing is, you have a lot of races, but you only have one race course in Norway, where you come from. So, but you go also to Norway, to Sweden, and I think sometimes to Denmark.
Sometimes we do, but normally it's once a week in Norway. And usually it's an amateur race on one race day. So, but we ride one race a week, and it's hard to keep in shape because we have a normal job. Like amateur riders, we have a normal job on the side. So, like for me, I go to the stable in the morning, ride one, maybe two, and then go to work. And I work all day normally. And I try to go to the gym after work, and I normally do like 2 or 3 times a week, but it's really hard. It's really hard, you have to work.
So, of course, you see the size of the amateur riders is they are much taller, and they have also to keep quite low weight. And when we are traveling, and we travel to 12 different countries this year, it's a series of Her Highness Sheikha Fatima, and the first question when they come to a hotel, where is the sauna, where is the gym? So it is not always pleasure, you know, but they enjoy it and they love it, and the love to ride in races and the love of horses is even stronger than just to be comfortable lying in bed or on a sofa. Saeed, would you, now you are one of the first male professionals, could you explain how you got into racing?
Yeah, I just start from the zero. So I just 3 years with the horses now. So I went to academy in Ireland race, first year for me. So I back from there, I just get lessons in Dubai. And I ride first winner and second winner same day. I ride my first winner for my boss. He's on the horses, very good for me. So I was very happy this day. I just need more experience now, just 3 years. I need more. So all the owners here and trainers here, so they know, and I wish they give me help.
Yeah.
And my boss also has helped me, so I need to work hard. These horses just need to work hard. And
did you have this wish to become a jockey quite early, or did you start later?
Yeah, actually I start late because, you know, in Dubai you don't have the academy there, and so I start late. I'm still young, so it's no problem for me. Yes. I wish to be like a professional, so it's hard, so I must work hard for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's true. We all have to work hard, and so this is something we have in common. Ahmed, he has so I read, when you put his name on internet, you got a lot of stories about him, and so we would like to know how you started. I think most of us we know already.
Well, actually, it's really funny because before I started with the horses, I was camel jockey for like 10 years. And I have meeting with Highness Sheikh Mohammed for the lunch. And he just told me we have in the country, we have horses everywhere in the world from UAE. We have local trainer as well. But the funny thing, we don't have local jockey from the country. So this why, I try to become the first one from my country. And we went to the couple of schools, like in Ireland, South Africa, and America, in Australia as well. So I just, for a couple of months, like in Ireland, and I start riding out. I start love riding horses. And, you know, definitely when you ride, you winner, first winner for your country. So it gives you good push, and just keep going from that time.
And thank you very much. And Nikita, so I know you from your visit to Oman, and where you rode the winner. And so you are in racing all your life, and your family as well. So maybe you can say something about it?
I was very fortunate that both my parents were jockeys. My dad a professional and my mum an amateur. My dad then, my dad then became a horse trainer, so I was heavily involved in racing, and ever since I was able to walk, I wanted to be a jockey. I had my first race ride for my dad, which was very memorable because I won on it. And I've had amazing support throughout, but I think being a female in the industry, doesn't matter what industry you're in, you have to work twice as hard to prove yourself. But if you're willing to put in the effort, then you get rewards.
Thank you very much. And Robert, so you will reply in French. So this is
Vous
of
allez
course, I'm
répondre.
happy you are here because you can tell something from your career as a jockey, and also now, so we want to know, place some questions to you as a trainer. So you rode more than 500 winners, and as you told me yesterday, you rode one race over jump, so this is not really something to mention, I suppose.
Oui, donc,
Yes,
j'ai été attiré par les chevaux
I was
très jeunes.
attracted by horses from a young age.
En Alsace,
Being
il n'y avait pas
in
de
Alsace,
course,
there were no races at the time.
donc je suis parti à
So
l'âge
I
de
went
14 ans
at the age of
à
14
Chantilly.
to Chantilly,
J'ai rentré dans
where I
dans
started
une écurie,
in
chez un bon entraîneur.
a farm, stud farm, with a good trainer who trained me
En
then
tant qu'apprenti,
as an apprentice.
j'ai fini
I-
ma deuxième année, j'ai fini
At
tête de
the end
liste
of my
apprenti en
second
France.
year, I was top of my
Et
class in France.
j'ai perdu ma décharge rapidement.
I lost my
Nous
discharge
avions des
rapidly
très bons
because we
chevaux
had
et
very good horses.
une bonne réussite.
I had a good success,
très jeune,
very young
en tant que jockey.
as a jockey.
Par la suite,
Afterwards,
mon patron a cessé ses
my
activités.
boss stopped
Et je
his
suis
work,
donc,
and thus
parti dans le
I went
sud-ouest, où je
in the
suis arrivé
southwest,
à Toulouse
where I
pour
landed in Toulouse,
un propriétaire,
where a horse owner, very
important.
important horse owner at the time.
Donc j'ai recommencé
I started basically a second career again as a jockey in the southwest, where I rode up until 1986.
J'ai été obligé de
I had to stop my career because I had big weight problems because of my height, and so
j'ai commencé
I started
à entraîner.
training other people.
Au bout de quelques années,
And after a
il y a
few
des
years,
courses,
the
d'Arabes
races, the Arabian horse
sont
races
développées
has
parce que
developed
il y en avait très peu.
because there used to be
En tant
very
que
few,
jockey,
and as a
j'ai monté
jockey,
quelques courses,
I
j'avais
rode a
3-4
few
courses par
races,
année à
but there
l'époque.
was only 3-4 a year at the time.
Les courses d'Arabes se sont
So the
développées,
Arabian
plus
horse
tard.
races developed later
Et là,
after my time. So and then
commencé
I started
à les entraîner. Et
to
je me
train
suis
them,
vraiment attaché à
and I
cette
really got
race,
attached to this race. And that's it.
Thank you very much. So I would like to ask you something. You told me yesterday that female jockeys were not riding in races when you were a jockey, but now you are a trainer. When you would choose a rider for a big race, for example, wouldn't you mind having a lady jockey or a male jockey, or is it this a question? Your honest, your honest reply, please.
Ben, je pense
I think that currently, now there's more and more in schools and apprentice schools that want to do this. There's more and more girls in these schools. So yes, obviously there are actually talented for this job, and there's now and more. It's part of our practices, and there's no problem. And there are very good lady jockeys to do this job. So yeah.
Thank you very much. So thank you for your support. So we know for the next big races that you will ask lady jockeys as well, in case they are available. But it does not always everything go smoothly, of course, and there are some difficulties facing for everybody. So if these can be injuries, this can be a lack of support. Maybe Salima, did you have some difficulties on the way to get there?
I didn't get any difficulty to be a jockey.
Yeah.
I loved sport since I was young. I'm doing sport, and I'm very aggressive inside me. I always find myself when I was young playing football with the boys, my brothers, and riding motorbikes, and so it was easy for me to get on the horse and to challenge the horse, and it's quite difficult to know them first, but after you know them, it's easy. Yeah.
And do you also think you get similar support as a male jockey? Or you think there is still some, I would not say that refuse you, but you say they just wait and see.
There is many countries, especially my country, there is no support similar to the male jockeys. Their mentality, I think always the male jockey is a male, is a man, he can do the job. Always the girls are behind. They're waiting there, maybe a chance today to ride. And it's frustrating really, because I found out in Australia it's completely different, the mentality of the trainers. I was so surprised, and they're always telling me, especially the old trainers, and there's big trainers that there was a champion trainers that was talking to me, and they were saying, sometimes there is a couple of horses in the stable. We prefer the female trainer, the female jockey to ride them, because that they win with them. Because the horse can feel sometimes. The horse sometimes doesn't like the male to be on them, like the female. And you see sometimes that the female that win, that's because it's comfortable with the female.
Yeah.
And when you put a male jockey on the horse, it doesn't win because there's something wrong. Maybe the way of the male riding, the female may be softer, or the horse feeling the female. It's something different. So this is what they need to think about it in my country. It's not just, there is a difference as well, like in horses' feelings. So, you can put a female actually, and she can win. I won Group 3. And the horse never won with other jockey on him, because they changed.
Yeah.
They said, okay, she won on Group 3. Now maybe we should change a male jockey, and she never won. So,
Ahmed, have you ever been beaten by a female jockey?
Yeah, of course.
I wish you were. So that you need this experience, I think.
Yeah, I need more.
Yes, you don't need. Robert, do you agree with Salima that some horses might have, we say, a very soft hand, or so is better for some of horses, so that you prefer to have a female jockey?
Oui, absolument.
Yes, absolutely.
Les femmes ont
The women maybe have a feeling that we don't have, and it's true that goes better with certain horses.
But what you said, Salima, is certainly right.
But
we have
ce que
this
vous
in
avez
Europe
dit.
as well. So it's when they can choose between a male jockey and a female jockey, so of similar level. So you can imagine where the choice goes to.
Yeah.
Nikita, so we just, because Salima went to Australia to a school, jockey school, and but you have experience now racing in your country. You won a very, very big races. You won really a Group 1 race, and which race was it? So maybe I would like to say.
That was the Emirates Stakes, which is the last day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival at Flemington.
Yes.
I became the first female to win a Group 1 in Victoria, and to actually win a Group 1 race over the over the Melbourne Cup Carnival. So it was an amazing thrill. Bit of history between the trainer and myself. I was taken off this horse because I don't really know what the reason was. I was then put back on the horse for the Group 1, and some people are very old school in the fact that they think that females aren't strong enough, but really it doesn't come down to how strong you are. It's more technique and the ability to place your horse in the right position and give it every possible chance in the race. So I was fortunate enough to get back on Tears I Cry was the name of the horse and win that race.
Of course, the more and more we get all used to see female jockeys, of course, it is getting to come to a stage to be normal. And but you won all the big races. You won 500 wrote 570 winners. So have you been accepted by the race goers from the beginning and by trainers and owners?
I wouldn't say that it was an immediate thing. It was something that I worked hard to achieve. My whole perspective on racing was I wanted to be a boy. And I didn't want to be a female. I wanted to not be recognised as a girl and not be able to be picked out in the race as a female, to look as strong as a male, and well, to be honest, I've pretty much succeeded in that. And there are times that are difficult, without doubt, but there's always an upside, and I'm willing to work hard. So therefore, I am accepted now, and I've got a good record, and I'm very well supported.
So you all have your experiences. You all rode in different countries. And so Ahmed just told me that he is going to face a record of, you have ridden worldwide in 18 different countries, did you?
Yes.
18. And your goal is?
Yeah, actually now, it's very hard to win most races. Like, it's easy to win the record in America because races every day, 10 races every day. The most of the jockeys win in America. But I tried to do something new now, to break the world record, most country winner. So thanks God I have 18 now, and we look forward for a couple of new country now.
And so when I always was reading in the magazines, they say, well, you are not only an excellent rider and you won a lot of big races, you're also representing your country, and you dropped the flags, the UAE flag, especially in America, around your shoulders, and were showing the public that you were riding for your country. This makes you certainly very proud in addition, I suppose.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I do this and I keep doing it just for my country. As I say early on, I'm the first one. So thanks now, Saeed coming and a couple of jockeys coming in the way. So I like this boys when they come and now ask, we want to be like Ahmed or we want to follow Ahmed. So it's so nice. And I give them advice about all the countries I've been. So I'm ready to help all these boys because I'm not going to stay longer in the game. How long will be? Like 4, 5 more years. So it's nice when you're the first one and everyone wants to follow you.
Oh, this is a question.
Thank you.
This is a question where we come later to. So say how long everybody would like to stay in racing or what you do afterwards. And so I really, for Saeed, you are now quite new in the racing scene. How many countries did you visit?
I visit 4 countries. I won in South Africa, and I had my winner 2 months ago in Oman. So first winner for me, Arab horses in Oman was, so I'm very happy with out this my country. So
I think this is certainly a special experience for everybody because we have now, when we have also Sheikha Fatima race and we have a Fijonji race, all the world championships, and when when they're playing the national anthem, I think you can see everybody's getting more straight and more proud, and to really also not have the winner and to celebrate and to ride for their own countries, which is very important. There's a lot of things. It is really a thrill to have a winner. And so like Duygu from Turkey, she was not only one after, I think you had amateur races for ladies even. So I said, when you told me once, I think it's in the 30s or something like that.
Yeah, in the 30s, we had amateur races and we had some even lady riders.
Yeah.
Maybe before many of the European countries, we had lady riders.
Yeah.
But then it was all forgotten.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but maybe racing was
They were waiting for you to encourage all the people. And of course, if you see somebody is riding races and somebody is successful and traveling a lot, and this is also what the series is all about, that you say, oh, I would like to do the same, so I will start. And of course, when they want to know, how can we do this? So you gave a little bit from your experiences and how they start. What I would like to know also, of course, you started riding races and you told us about the background. How did you learn riding? Did you go to a racing school? Did you attend some courses, or what did you do? So you said you went to Australia to get really more experiences, and you went to the which racing school?
Trentec 2000 in Gold Coast.
Yeah. And do you have courses, or how do you get the license as an amateur
As
in
for
Turkey?
show jumping, okay, I had some training, but as an amateur rider, there was nothing. I was only able to watch some videos and try to imitate the jockeys, but unfortunately, everybody was telling me to do something different. So still I'm trying to find the best position, and I'm a bit confused, so because I don't really receive any good training.
Yeah.
But sometimes I seek help from the apprentice school in Istanbul, but they're always so busy. So I try to do my best and try to imitate the good jockeys.
And you certainly got a lot of experience through participation in different countries, I suppose.
Yes, unfortunately, at the moment we don't have much amateur racing in Turkey. So all I can do is to ride abroad some races. So unfortunately, sometimes I don't feel fit enough.
Yeah.
Even though I ride many horses every day, race riding is something different.
Yeah.
So I try to ride as many races as possible abroad. And
So I know
I'm very thankful to this festival, Sheikh Mansour Festival, and the Sheikh Fatma Lady Riders World Championship.
So I know you ride so many horses every day, and you sleep in the gym, more or less, when you're abroad. And Delphine, I know there are courses for amateur riders to get a license. Or how did you manage to become an amateur rider?
The only way is to find the right trainer who will teach you, which is quite difficult because they don't have time for that. They have to train the horses, not the jockey or amateur jockeys. But if you can find a trainer that will take care of you, and if you have good friends among the jockeys, you can watch their races, and they will watch your races and show you what was good, what was wrong, then it helps a lot.
And Veronica, for Norway?
I was lucky because I ride out for a small trainer in the beginning, and he was very helpful. He was riding next to me, told me what to do. Sometimes we had videos, and watching the video, he said, like, you have to do this. And so I was very lucky when I came into the racing. And in Norway, the amateur club is also very good at helping us with the professional jockeys helping us, and we also had the chance to go to the British Racing School, which is excellent.
Yeah. So this, and aside, so you went to the Racing Academy in Ireland, you told me, and South Africa as well?
Yeah, I've been here in South Africa. The best experience for me in South Africa, because we ride every morning 15 horses, 20
How many?
horses. 15 horses every morning. So,
Good.
yeah.
You were fit.
Yeah. So this one, best experience for apprentice. Ride more horses, get experience.
Yeah.
I was in Ireland, yeah, but Ireland is good experience there, but ride 4 or 5 horses. So more horses, more experience.
You were with a trainer in South Africa
No,
and then in Ireland?
we ride a different trainer there, like, yeah. So we go on a trail.
So I read you were with John Ox, or was it Ahmed?
Yeah,
Ahmed.
John, no, I was in
you too?
Michael Harford, yeah.
Yeah.
So in South Africa, like we finish morning, we go to racing, like more racing there for apprentices. We have rider master to teach. We have exerciser, if do some mistakes in a race, so he can.
What a period? How long did you do
3
this?
months I've been
3
there.
months,
Yeah.
yes. Well, it's quite good.
Yeah, it was good experience. I'm
Yes.
very happy now. I have a good boss in Dubai, like he have lots of horses.
Yeah.
So he just give me second choice to race sometime. So he look after me, be happy.
And Ahmed, you had been at race as well, and in South Africa.
Yeah.
And some more, or?
Not both. I've been in Ireland for 4 months, and I work with John Ox. He's one of the best trainer in Ireland. And I moved after that to South Africa for a couple of months as well. I went to Australia 4 months. So I've been to like a couple of schools. It was good because we have only one style in Dubai, but like when you visit more country, you know the style, you know the base of the races. Like in Australia, we go really slow racing and sprint in the end. In America, opposite way, we go fast. So it's good to fly a couple of countries to know the base or something. So we get phone call to ride for somebody else. Like, I go America tomorrow, I know how the base will be in America. And if I go Australia, I know the base how it will be in Australia.
Yeah.
So it's more, when you go more schools or more tracks to ride with somebody else, with experienced jockey, you know what you're doing. You get more easier for you for the future.
I'm sure. And Nikita, so you went to, except now where you have been to Oman, now you're in France, and did you go to any other countries during your career?
No, I didn't. Australia is very, very lucky. We do have a very good apprentice school where they sit down, you watch races, they teach you everything they possibly can without actually riding in the race. But for me, I was very lucky. As I said, my dad and my mum were both jockeys, so I pretty much, it was in my blood, and every time I rode a race, my dad, or track work, my dad would always pick out my faults. He'd never pick out anything good. He'd only pick out my faults, which I then learnt from him. And then when I began race riding, Australian jockeys are very, very nice and always willing to help. So you could ask the higher class jockeys to watch a race film with you, and they'd be more than happy to help and tell you where you could improve. So very, very lucky in Australia.
What advice could you give to young jockeys, how to learn to improve?
Listen, ask questions, and you never stop learning. I've been riding 12 years, race riding 12 years, and there's always something new that comes up. So I would highly suggest that they watch videos, ask questions, and always listen.
Ahmed, what makes a good jockey? What can you say? Why do you say this is a good jockey, this is not a good jockey?
Yeah, the first thing, if he want to be good jockey, he become a good jockey. And the second, you have to have good horses. So easy, simple that.
Well, the percentage, we always speak about percentage, that maybe 70% makes a horse, and so as we had with the breeding yesterday, so with the mare and the stallion, and of course, you cannot win, even if you are the top jockey in the world, you cannot win with a horse that doesn't have the level of group horse, and they put it in the group race. But if you have a good horse, but there is a little bit difference, of course, with the jockey and one is not. What is important to become a good jockey,
well,
except a good horse?
After the good horse, like, you have to work hard because you want to do it. If you take it just for fun, I think you're not going to work with you.
This is certainly an important message.
Yeah, you have to be, you love your sport, you love what you're doing, and you try, give the horses 100 times chances, so you get the winner.
Yeah. So, and now from your experience side, so you have not as much experience as Ahmed has. So, but what you say, when, of course, you made some mistakes, everybody makes mistakes in the race, so you do it better next time. But what do you think, what is your goal to become a good jockey? What do you think you have to improve with yourself?
Yeah, actually, if you want it from your heart, you want to learn, you'll be good at jockey. Some jockey, if they want you, make you good jockey, or you do mistakes in a race, or do something wrong, they come to you, say, listen, you do this, you do that. This is good from the jockeys. I just look for the good jockeys and I learn from them. If we do some mistakes, I just call the jockey, say, please, I do this mistake, so I do the next time. So it's good for me. You do mistakes. All the jockeys do mistakes, not just the apprentice. Some apprentices ride better than jockeys. Some the amateurs ride better than jockeys. Some, but from the heart, if you want to learn or listen, do it.
Yes, that's true. And Robert, I would like, now you are the only one here who has experience from both, from being a jockey, a successful jockey, and being a trainer. So now, as a trainer, what time? Well, okay, it was another time certainly, but you say now it's more difficult to be a trainer, or the life as a jockey was more easy?
I enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed being a jockey a lot. The job of a trainer is more complicated, but it's a passion too. Not for the jockey. You were asking what the best jockey. It's the one that loses the least races, and you need to learn to make the right decision at the right time. To know the other horses is also very important. To be able to put yourself in the best position on a track and give the best race for your horse. That's it.
Did you prepare? I'm sure you as a trainer, you look at the other horses in the race. And when you prepared as a jockey, did you study the forms? And did you also prepare yourself similar as now when you start a horse as a trainer?
Especially as a jockey, you have to know where are the good horses, to know how to place yourself, because if you have a good horse, if you don't put your horse in the right place, you're going to go to disaster, basically.
Did you ride in many countries, or was not so at that time?
No, at the time. I rode a bit in Germany, in Italy, in Spain, when I was in the southwest, but that was limited to these countries. No, it wasn't a done thing. As a trainer, later I raced in Europe, in England, in the UK, in Germany, in Belgium, and Spain.
But still a good record. So, and I think our ladies are in this field, they are very spoiled because they ride a lot of races in different countries. Only the series of Her Highness Sheikha Fatima is in 12 different countries. So, Ahmed, you have to take care of the ladies because they might beat you with a number of different countries. And Delphine, she rode already in 15 countries, different countries. So we have races all over the world. So we are now in competition with you. So that you have 3 in advance, so we do our best. So maybe next year, so it will be very exciting. It is always when you are a jockey, it is of course a limited time. You must either be, when you are very successful, you think, well, normally you ride until maybe under 40 or something. For the amateurs, this question is not so important because they have their job. And they will certainly continue with it, like Duygu as a vet, and you as a you're doing it in insurance company, running an insurance company, and you're a presenter at the race course. I think you enjoy it very much. You are also close to races and doing something similar. But for Salima, you say, well, when you once want to retire as a jockey and don't want to ride anymore, you have any plans?
I don't have any plans yet because I've tried that before, thinking about it. Maybe next year I'm going to retire. I'm going to stop because I like always to try many things. And I found out that every season I'm more passionate. I get so excited and I want to ride and I just... Yeah, but in the end, I thought that whatever I want to do, I will try it, but I'll keep the racing as well. So now I've been a personal trainer 8 months, training male and women, mainly women, and I enjoy the job. And as well, I wake up in the morning, go riding, and if I have a race, then I apologize to my client. Because they understand, and they're very supportive, and they watch the race, and they always talking to other people. Our personal trainer is a female jockey. She's a professional jockey, and she won, and it's amazing. And I like always to try other things. Like if they ask me to go for run a marathon or do anything else in sport, I like to be there. I like to challenge.
Yeah. So I know you like sports in general.
Yeah, so there is no plan at all to...
But you have quite good plans, and so it's already a plan like that. Of course, plans can change, but you are really... You love horses. Maybe you will be all in your life to do something.
My whole life, yes. Maybe. Who knows?
And Salima was not only writing history as the first female professional jockey from the Arabian countries. She's coming from Oman, as she said, and she was also the first Omani rider, professional lady rider, winning in Berlin, in Germany. So one race of Her Highness Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak Ladies World Championship. This was with an outsider. It was not the favorite. So nobody, no, only a few people, maybe the owner and the trainers, they had her on the list, so they were very convinced.
It was very nice and very special to win this race. It's my first season in the Sheikha Fatima's Cup, and I'm so proud. I was happy because many people was happy. I had a lot of text messages and from United Arab Emirates, and even my original boss, Sheikh Rashid bin Hamdan, he was happy about it, and my trainer, Michael Kettle, and it was so special that day for everyone to be happy, and I was so proud that I was representing United Arab Emirates.
We were happy for you, definitely, yeah. And the newspaper in Berlin were full of all the news, yeah. And was very exciting. Duygu, I suppose you carry on being a vet and specialized in nutrition, and your plans anything else in racing?
Yeah, I'm planning to race. I don't know, every year I say I'm not fit enough and not young enough to do it, so I gave all my tech to an apprentice friend of mine. But you know, you can never stop, so every year I say, okay, this year I won't be race riding. But then again, I get an invitation. I said, okay, one more, two more, three more.
This year you are very successful.
Yeah, so, this year I was better than the previous years, I think. Yeah, I was a runner-up after Salima, and we were all so happy that she had won. And I was so happy that I was second. Yeah. Okay, winning is perfect, but being second is also something.
And half Berlin is Turkish, so we had a lot of visitors from Turkey. It's a race course, so they were happy with her as well.
Yes, and, I feel home there.
Good. Delphine?
I don't plan to stop yet. As an amateur, you can continue longer, I think. And I've just set up my own company, so I'm quite busy at work. And I also have my own horse that I train, so busy.
So as long as you enjoy,
yes,
to do it.
As long as I am in good shape, I will keep
That's
going.
important. And Veronica?
Yeah, I'm not planning to stop. No, I'm going to go.
Why should you?
Yeah, why should I? When you get the chance to ride in this championship, it's so exciting, and it's you learn something from every horse you ride. So you learn something every day. So it's great.
Yes, the situation is always different every day, and it's so amazing to see the horses. And well, of course, I don't ask you. Well, not to retire, of course, and Syed, of course, not you at all, because you just started. But maybe the question comes too early, where they say, what will you do when you are not a jockey? So we keep it for another session in 10 years or 20 years, so maybe. But Ahmed, so you are successful. You still have some goals. You want to have ridden in most of the countries possible, want to beat everybody, and so you still have something very special to win. But after maybe a couple of years, or when you say you want to not to be a jockey, want to continue, do you have any plans? You want to do something in racing, or?
I not put the plan yet. Like you say, I still have a couple of countries to finish it, but maybe be trainer, or I'll be back to old school, be a camel trainer again.
Yeah.
So it's no plan yet till I finish.
But you want to stay in racing, I hope. I hope you give all your experience to other people, to young riders later. So this would be excellent, you know, of course.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope to.
Yeah.
Nikita?
Maybe I might become an ambassador for the Arabian World Conferences in Australia. No, that was a joke.
That's good.
That's a job. Look, no, I'm really not sure. I definitely wouldn't become a trainer because that doesn't interest me. Wouldn't mind staying in the industry, maybe becoming a racing manager for a stable, but I'm not really too sure.
Yeah.
Got a little while left.
Sometimes maybe you can also do anything else. You can be a steward, you're going to be a judge, and so as long as it's professional, so I don't know. So for you, this questions, Roberto, is not a question because you did already. You have secured your future. You are a trainer. So you said, well, this is very often you say, well, I loved horses. I rode. I had a lot of experiences in riding. Now I would like to train my horses. And you did it, and you did it very successfully. And so we are very happy you are here. And what maybe if we can come to a conclusion of our session, so I think what everybody, if there were amateurs, professional riders, just started like an apprentice or very, very successful as the ladies here, the professional ladies, the amateur ladies, I think it's everything is in common. We all have to work hard. We have to work hard to perform. We have to be very fit, also for the sake of the horse, and to keep the horses sound, to ride a good race, and to be successful. And it is, of course, it is amazing for everybody to win a race, and it's a thrill. This is all about racing. Otherwise, you would like to ride out and do nothing else. And so maybe we have some questions. I think we come to the time from the audience. Yeah. We have some questions from the audience. Yes.
Actually, one of the things which we are aiming from these conferences is to see problems, try to solve them. So my question is, what are the problems you or any jockey is facing with either the owners or the trainers? And how can we help you to solve them? Thank you.
Okay, who's going to answer?
Yes.
Okay. My problem is that I would like a support from the trainer and the owners to ride more in racing, because I think the more you ride in race, the more you become better. If you don't ride, if you're not in the heart of the race, you're not gonna become a good jockey. And this is what I'm facing. This is my problem, because I found out when I was in Australia, I was riding a lot because the trainers were supporting me. It was short time, and not many was knowing me, and I was becoming really stronger and better. And when I came back, my trainer actually saw the difference, and then I won the Group 3 race on that time because my mind and my body was working at that time. I came fresh from Australia and I was riding really much better. But afterwards, after the next season, it was not really good. I was a little bit down. I was strong enough, but I didn't have many rides, and so you don't practice a lot in the race. So to become a good jockey, you have to ride more. You have to support the jockey. You have to give her a chance, especially the ladies, to show you how much she can do. It's not just in one race. There's too many trainers, I found out. They give me one ride. Yeah, okay, you finish 5th or finish 6th, you did your best. And the next week, or they don't give you the chance again to ride the horse. I'm free, I can ride the horse again, but they don't give you because they think that, oh, she's not good enough. She didn't give the horse what he needs. So this is our problem. I wish the trainers and the owners understand. There's many trainers understand, but it comes also the problem from the owners. They're the one choosing the jockeys. So it's not the trainer's fault sometimes. I hope.
I have a question to you. Actually, not the problem, the owner, the trainer. Blame the trainer because he needs to convince the owner. My other question to Ahmed Al-Kitwi. I heard you saying that you will ride 5 years more. I think you're still young, and the future is there. And you are not presenting yourself. You are presenting the flag of United Arab Emirates. So I think it's only the beginning, and you should stay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This is a big support. Some more questions?
I wanted to say what a great idea the first time when I saw that the Emirates had started the Sheikha Fatima races for lady jockeys. There were a few critics towards this, yes, but an idea to do this because I see that my trainer has a lady jockey. I'm very happy to see that. And every time you race, believe you me, we follow you, we watch you, and we support you because first of all, you are women, but also you have the courage, especially coming from these Arab countries, because we say that Arab countries, women stay at home, they cook, they take care of the children. But to see this, I have to say bravo to all of you and big hand clap, and thank you for the idea of the Emirates to have created this. And thank you to Lara and Sheikha Fatima and Sheikh Mansour for creating these races. Thank you.
Okay, I have 2 questions. One for Ahmed. You have won in 18 countries so far, and you aim for the world record.
Yeah.
So what is the current world record?
Well, I don't find out yet because we couldn't, very hard to find on the internet because every countries have different website for racing. Like we have problem now in flat race. We don't have one site so you can look for everyone. So I try now more couple of countries, and after that I try find out from couple of countries from the website and everything. And,
have you heard of any other jockey who is claiming the title today to say that I'm the one who has won in the most countries? Maybe you already have the world championship. That's what I mean.
No, not yet. But when I get close to more countries I want to win, I put in the website so everyone can read it, and after that we know if somebody like close to my record.
Okay, and another question to Veronica, being also a fellow Scandinavian. Can you confirm, because I have a feeling that in Scandinavia actually the majority of the jockeys are female?
Yeah, we are more female amateur riders than boys, so we are lots of girls.
So this is not very unusual because we have nearly in all the countries now also the professionals, the apprentice jockeys are mostly about 80% female, 20% male riders. It's also a question of the size and of the weight, of course, you know. And so I saw when I was in Turkey visiting the racing school there, so they all have the same size and the same weight, and it's incredible. So in Germany, we are really struggling a lot, and I see when Ireland and England, they are getting taller and taller. So they all increase the weights, and so this is, of course, because not only you have the gift to have a really big talent, it's also you must have the right size, and this is very, as we heard yesterday, especially for young horses, we prefer to have light riders. So they might be 15, 16 years, and they are quite light, and then they're growing, and the weight is getting really much higher. This is also another problem. And therefore, some of the girls who might be lighter and smaller, so they can come into this business. Some more questions? Over there.
Moi? OK. Pour Ahmed Al-Jetbi.
for Ahmed Ashtabi. You won in the US, the Breeders' Cup, in Dubai, the World Cup, and you've ridden an Ascot. Which one did you prefer after the three, the Royal Ascot meeting, the victory in the Dubai World Cup, or the Breeders' Cup in the US? Which one is your preferred?
Can you explain to me, please?
Say in English.
Again? Okay. Sorry. Qu'est-ce que vous avez préféré gagner comme course? In English.
Which?
What do you have preferred? To win the Dubai World Cup, the Breeders' Cup in United States, or the winner in the Royal Meeting Ascot?
Well, definitely is the first one to be in Dubai because it's my hometown. And after that, I like to go be in the Breeders' Cup because one of the famous races in the world, and which dream about the owners, trainer, and jockeys. And after that, we go back to Royal Ascot. But I prefer to be Dubai World Cup because it's my hometown. It's nice to have winner when your family down there. Thank you.
I have a question for Salima. Drawing on your experiences as an athlete and now you're a jockey, what sort of lessons do you think can be learned to help jockeys in horse racing as a general from your experiences as an athlete?
I'll talk about myself, how I get the strength if I want to be strong in the race. I train all the time running and swimming. Running 1 hour, like 6 kilometers. Swimming 1 hour, 2 days before the race, to be absolutely fit and not getting tired on the race. And actually it helps. And too many trainers that my friends was talking about it, and somebody told me that we was talking about you, that even the horse tired, he's like 8 and you're still pushing till the line. And when you come down, there is one of the stewards saw me coming after the race, walking towards the paddock, and he was actually watching me if I'm blowing hard or not after that race. And he saw that I was okay, and he actually talked to me, and I was clear. And he was surprised, and he was telling my trainer, she's absolutely fit. Even the horse was not doing anything. She was pushing hard, and I spoke to her, and she wasn't blowing at all, and like so clear. And this is my trick, you know, just keep exercising before the race. Even if you don't ride a lot in the morning, 1 or 3 or 2, still you have to do your work. You have to run, you have to swim. This is the best thing. The other thing, some jockeys professional jockeys, big jockeys, asked me how to keep my weight down. Because he said to me, I was in the gym, I went to the gym and I had a personal trainer, and all I got muscle, and I'm heavier, and I don't eat. So I actually told him, what you like to do? He said, I don't like running and I don't like swimming. And I just said, well, do you like kickboxing? And he said, yeah, that's more fun. I just do kickboxing and forget about the weights. Because the weight just building up muscles. So, and it helped him. It helped him, yeah. So.
Okay, my question for the ladies jockeys, Mrs. Salima, she said that we need the support from the owners or from the trainer, but we see there is a lot of support from even Sheikh Fatima for the cup. So what you are doing to support the youngest jockeys from the ladies? So what you are doing to promote that one? So the question now, the ball in your table.
Should I answer? Yes. I didn't get the question very well, but I just, do you mean
support could be done?
It could be done for the young jockeys? Well, from me, I don't mind the young jockeys to come and ask me, what Salima did you do to become a jockey, a successful jockey, like as a lady, an Arab? I'm talking about Arab ladies, because it's in our country it's really difficult, as you know, the women to do this sport. It's really hard for us. Well, I don't mind if they come and ask me. I will support them. I will be there for them. I'm actually waiting for some of the girls that they want to be jockeys to come and ask me. I'm there to help them.
Thank you very much. Before you all leave, we have some more questions. I know I saw this. We would like to have the question where you can answer with yes or no. Maybe put it there, so then you only need to answer. So what? Please don't leave before you answer to the question. You wanted to ask something?
Philip Brennan from Sports Guide and representing the Racecourse Newbury. My question is for Ahmed, and it's a question more about Arabian racing than about jockeyship. You know the racing scene very well in the UK, the Arabian racing scene and the thoroughbred racing scene. What can we do to improve the profile of Arabian racing in the UK? Is it about staging more high-profile races like Her Highness Sheikh Fatima bint Mubarak World Cup and the Wathbar Stud Series? Is it about creating more opportunities, high-profile opportunities for Arabian racers on thoroughbred cards? Does that help?
Yeah, actually, look, because like you say, there's not too many races Arab in England, like we know. It's more thoroughbred. The good idea now for this time to improve the race, we find in a big meeting, like the Derby Day, the Guinness Day, Royal Ascot meeting, we put some races in that, just before the Group 1 or after the Group 1, the thoroughbred race. And everyone, because the crowd will be there, everyone will start, book the races, and I think like this is the best way to improve the race in England. No problem.
Can I just mention something before we start voting? There is one thing I don't like. Why should we give special support to ladies? I don't like special support for men, and I don't like special support for ladies. That reminds me of the quota for management. I think, and I'm very convinced about it, if the girls are good and the trainer gives the same support to the male jockeys as to the female jockeys, they will come out. So please, if we can change a little bit that question, I would appreciate. Is it possible or not? Can the trainer give the same support to the girls than to the boys?
Well, we certainly can change this, but you know, the special support for the moment is necessary for a special reason, because they are the minority, you know, and the minority needs a little bit more to be looked after at the moment. We have a lot of female jockeys, we have a lot of female amateur riders, and you know, if you say, well, okay, we give just support to all the jockeys, of course, I know what you mean. You don't want to say, well, oh, as we have sometimes, you must have a special quote of women in a company. So it must be, if they're good enough, they will make the way. But you also need something, this has been developed since ages, really, and a little bit more special to look if they are good, to see if they are really as good as the riders, and say, okay, when you have the choice, why not a female jockey? So therefore it is the special, if I hope I explained it right. I asked the panel, yes. So shall we change the question? So only please give also support, well, to same support to the female jockeys than we give to the male jockeys.
Can I answer? Can
Yes,
I have a
of
comment?
course.
I don't believe in supporting female jockeys only because they're female. If they are good enough, and if they can, you know, make the challenge, I think they can be good. So maybe, as this lady, yeah, she mentioned, it's not a question of sexuality. It's not only because she's female. If she's good enough, okay, maybe, yeah, a little bit more. But still, it's not a question of being male or female. But on the other hand, in order to be good as a female jockey, Selima would probably know that you have to work double as the boys, or maybe
so
triple.
So it is not the same. You know,
Yeah.
It's still not the same. And therefore, certainly is a question, we talked about this before, is a special support. It's not to have in the race, so you have the choice. Of course, you want to have the best. If somebody else is better, and it is a male jockey, you can take the male jockey. But if you say, well, first to get to this point, and as Salima said, if you don't get rides at all, she rode a brilliant race in Berlin, and you know, she does not get a support to ride races. We do not speak about Group 1 races for the moment, but to get the experience. And I think, Ahmed, you will say, without race riding, you don't get any experiences. And if you just look and only have a look at how others are riding, you cannot prove how good you are. And if you have 1 or 5 chances a year, and you can't do everything right, and say, okay, no, she's not good enough. So
Yes.
it is a little
But
bit, but it's good that you asked this question. So we had a very lively discussion now. I know it is not because they are female, but because they are the minority, and they need a special support. In this case, I would like to say a special support, that they are really seen as jockeys. And then at the end, of course, the best will get the best rides. This is normal. And the owners and breeders and trainers want to win. And they want to give the horses to the best jockeys, they think. And it should come to their mind that if they are female or male, it doesn't matter, if they're good enough. And so this is something maybe we can give today.
You are one. Can I borrow the microphone?
Yes.
Could you give them all a big round of applause? They are absolutely outstanding. And you, Susanna, was superb. That was wonderful listening to the enthusiasm of the questions. But we do have to move on, because we have the draw as well to make for which horses you are going to ride. But also, before we start, Lara, we would just like you all to vote. And then I'm going to ask Lara to say a few words. This is the question. Should owners and trainers give special support to female jockeys in racing? If you press 1, it is yes. 2, it is no. When you press 1 or 2, then press the OK. And it will come up on the screen very soon. Should owner and trainers give special support to female jockeys in racing? If you think the answer is yes, press 1. If you think the answer is no, press 2. And then press OK. And of course, the big word there is special support. And we've heard very interesting response from here, but also from the audience. Now, this is literally going through as we speak. And very soon it will come up on the big screen. There's a very interesting question. Should owners and trainers give special support? You are the delegates who have come from all over the world. There's a nice mixture of male and female out there, so we're waiting for it. I hope you've pressed OK. It will be coming up any second. Now, this could go either way. Yes! 63% yes, 37% no. So you say, yes, owners and trainers should give special support to female jockeys in racing. That's about a 2-to-1 in favor. That is amazing. That is incredible. Lara, what do we got to do? Because we've got something very special, haven't we?
Yes, of course. I would like to ask Monsieur Jérôme Rambaud, representing the France Galop today, and also for Hippodrome de Toulouse. Vous pouvez monter, s'il vous plaît?
Can you please come up to the stage, please?
And I would like to ask the two Emirates girls to hold the thing. Non, Jérôme, pas maintenant, s'il vous plaît. Attendez.
Steady, steady.
C'est pas vous seulement. Attendez,
It's not just you, Jérôme. It's a couple of other people.
We will have also to ask His Excellency Asim Mirza, our ambassador to Poland. Please clap for His Excellency. He's come all the way to join us.
Superb. Come and join us.
Our UAE ambassador to Poland.
Please come and join us round here. I'd like you to come and help us make the draw. Horses, jockeys.
One paper,
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you do that.
Derek, you're giving us your back. Please, can you give us your face?
Horse, chevaux, chevalier. A chevalier is a jockey, a chevaux is a horse. Chevalier, chevaux. Or chevaux, chevalier. This is going to be fun. I'm going to come around here.
Yes,
I'm not
it's better.
1 second. We pick out one first. I love it. It's very good. Thank you for coming, by the way. Are you enjoying yourself?
Very much.
I'm pleased. It is good. Right. And you have a very good draw there, sitting next to Lara on the front. I'm sitting at the back. He is amazing. Right. This is the draw for the ladies' race on Sunday. Which one should we start? Are we starting with the horse? Chevalier or horse? Hang on.
Okay, I would like to say one thing, please, before
do.
Derek, before we start. Derek,
yes.
Before we start.
Okay.
There are 16 girls for the Sheikha Fatma bint Mubarak Ladies World Championship IFAR this time. This is the first time ever 16 girls will run on Sunday. This never happened. It will happen in Toulouse only for the World Arabian Horse Racing Conference. His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed has given us the green light to go ahead for 16 girls to take part. The 16 girls will go to Abu Dhabi in the final. And yes, even though there are 12 amateurs, there will be more girls from France to ride, because the rules in France is that if you have lots of horses, they need to compete for the PMU. There's 16 horses, 16 girls, and bravo for all the girls.
What a great idea. That is fantastic. Okay, so first of all, Your Excellency, will you pick the first horse? And you, as the boss of the Hippodrome, pick the first jockey. So the first horse to come out, and these will be written down, the first horse to come out, these are all purebred Arabian horses. First one is, the horse is called Tanaya, T-H-A-A-N-I-Y-A, Tanaya, and will be ridden by?
And Joanna Richards.
Joanna Richards, representing the United Kingdom, will be on that horse.
Is Joanna Richards in the here? Can she come down? All
Joanna,
the jockeys
down,
that are
please.
participating, please come down.
Joanna is a lovely girl. Her father is a top trainer, Nicky Richards. Her grandfather was a top trainer. And she comes from a place, their stables are in Greystoke. And you know who came from Greystoke?
Okay, can we have...
Tarzan came from Greystoke.
Daddy, can we have the girls standing, please, with their numbers?
Yeah. It is.
Okay,
Go on, stand behind?
Can they stand in between the Emirates, two Emirates lovely girls behind the jockeys? Yes.
Yes, is that all right? That's it. And then
But can they hold their papers in their hands?
Your Excellency, would you pick the next horse? Yes. And the next horse, sir, is... Oh, Vigorous.
Oh, no.
That's a good name. It is called Vigorous. That's the name of the horse. Well, it's not the name of the jockey. And the name of the jockey, who's riding Vigorous? It is?
Jenny Cook.
Jenny Cook. Come on, Jenny, where are you? Jenny Cook. Where is Jenny Cook? Jenny. Yes, could you give them their, so they know which horses? Is that all right? Would you please do that? So you can you remember which horse you're riding. Every little helps, as they say. This lady is Jenny. All right, Jenny, just so everybody knows, where are you from? How old are you?
I'm 23 and I'm from America.
Lovely. And how many winners have you ridden?
Just one.
So you could double your score.
Hopefully, we'll see.
What do you do when you're not riding?
I'm a stable manager and assistant trainer.
And whereabouts in America?
Well, actually, I'm from New York, but I've been racing in Ireland for the past year, so, and working and racing in Ireland, so.
Well done.
Thank you.
Have a nice day in Dublin.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Number 3.
Number 3. There you go. So give her that, all right? Would you give her that? Is that all right? Oh, oui. Oh, oui.
3.
Oui, oui. Okay. And the next one is... That's it. Here we are. Okay, it is. This is called Volga de Faust. Volga de Faust. That's a great name. And who is going to ride Volga de Faust? It is...
Samara Johnson.
Samara Johnson, you are riding. Come and join us. This is good. Samara Johnson rides this one. She's come all the way from down under, Australia. Yes, that's right. Monsieur Rabot, give the girl their papers. Do you like that? Not give the girl your papers. Give, yes, that's right. Come and join us and tell us where you're from, how old you are, and what you do.
I'm from Canberra in Australia. I'm 20 years old and I work full-time at a racing stable.
Whose stable is it?
John Nisbet?
No, really?
Yeah.
And how many winners so far?
I've only ridden the one.
You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I am.
You're looking good. Can we give her her name and her horse so she knows which one it is?
9.
Yeah, I know that, but just give... No, donnez le papier. That's it, voila. And would you give the others... Can I borrow this? Give the others. Well done. Okay, Tribon. Monsieur.
9.
And the next horse is... It's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, it is Rondo de la Grimaldi. That sounds like somebody from Monaco, doesn't it? The Grimaldis. And the jockey is?
Julie Anderson.
Oh, I love the way you say that. Julie Anderson. Julie Henderson. Julie, come and join us.
No, elle n'est pas là. She's not here. She's not here.
Julie is not here?
No, no.
Why not? Where is she?
Why? Because
she is not here.
In France.
Okay, she's in France. Julie Anderson is not here, but she rides Rondo de la Grimaldi. And the next one, Your Excellency.
Next one.
Oh, this is Sahes-Lotois.
Sahes-Lotois.
That is beautiful the way you say that. I think so. Sahes-Lotois. Who is riding Sahes-Lotois? And it is?
Marie-Pierre Guy.
Marie-Pierre Guy.
En France aussi. She's not here.
She's not here. That is Marie-Pierre Guy, or Guy, G-U-Y as we would say. Marie-Pierre Guy. Gay. Guy. I love this, Emma. I wish all ambassadors were like you. Wonderful. And the next horse is, I love this.
Casino.
It could be Casino. It's not quite Casino, but I know where you're coming from. K-A-S-S. Yes, Cashoun. But no, I like Casino. Yeah, it's Cashoun, and it is. Who is riding?
Numéro 12.
Numero 12, yeah. Who picks?
Anna Jurankova.
Hanna Juankova. Hanna Juankova, please come down here. Here she goes. Oh, look at her running down. She represents Austria. Hanna Juankova. I call her the Franz Klammer of ladies. How are you?
Good, thank
Tell
you.
us where you're from, what do you do, and how old are you?
I'm 21, I'm from Austria, and a student.
A student. And what are you hoping to become?
I'm hoping to become a lawyer.
Oh, my word. Oh, what sort of lawyer?
No plan.
I love it. Brains and beauty. Well done. Good luck. Thank you very much. Well done. Take your, would you take that? Sir, the next one, the next horse is. Here we go. And the horse is called Artex. Artex. A-R-T-E-X. Not something you put on the ceiling. Yeah, and so you're going, yeah, number 5, and it is.
Caroline Bruno.
Caroline Bruno. She is Française, so she is not here. Why do I talk like that? Why am I talking like that? I don't know why.
Because only 12.
Yeah, I know. And the next one, sir.
Yeah, this is a long...
Oh, dear. Aha. Oh, thank you. We call that passing the buck. It is Mamdou Al-Khaladia. Mamdou Al-Khaladia, yes. And who is going to ride? Mamdou Al-Khaladia is ridden by?
Lena Maria Mattes.
Lena Marianne Mattes is here. There you go. Numero deux. Numero two. Numero two. Right. Here she comes. She's coming from Germany. And she has written quite a few winners. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now tell us how old you are, how many winners?
I'm 18 years old. I have 40 winners.
14 winners?
Yeah.
Are you amateur or professional?
I'm amateur.
Amateur. So what do you do when you're not riding horses?
I'm a student.
And what are you hoping to become?
Maybe it's written in the stars, I don't know.
Oh, I love it. Something to look forward to. Well, good luck and thank you very much. That is your horse. And sir, the next horse is?
Go
on, you say. Chagra de Jos. Chagra de Jos. She comes from Newcastle. And she is riding?
Duigu Fatura.
Oh, Duigu Fatura. Duigu Fatura. Here she is. Now, what about that? What do you think?
I hope...
Or a good ride.
Yeah.
I love it. Have you enjoyed yourself on the panel?
Yes, I did very much. I
I
hope
did.
everybody did.
I do. What do you think of all these young girls here?
So we are always friends, not during the race.
Go out there and kill them. No, I meant have a good ride. There you go. Enjoy. Thank you very much indeed. And sir, the next horse is?
La Bois?
La Bois. La Bois. It's nice. It is. La Bois. La Bois. La Bois. Oui, oui.
What is the meaning of La Bois?
No, what is it?
It is tiger.
It is what?
A kind of tigers. Of
Tigers?
lion, yes.
So this could roar home. I love it. Thank you. He's very good. Would you come again? And who is good right?
Ingrid Grard, c'est une Française.
Ingrid Grard, who is Francaise. It's lovely to see all the French girls be here. Ingrid, lovely. And sir, the next horse is?
Oh, this is a long time. What? How?
Forge Hill Cartier.
This is difficult.
No, you understand the Cartier, but the Forge Hill. Forge Hill Cartier, yes, and it is?
Alexandra Biari.
Alexandra Binari. Alexandra Binari. She is here. Numero one, Alexandra Binari. She is here. Come and join us, Alexander. She comes from Hungary. And I wonder if she is hungry for victory. I know, I always say that, don't I? How are you? Come forward a bit so everyone can see you. Tell us your age and where are you from in Hungary?
I am from Hungary, and I'm not hungry. Thank you.
I saw her coming out of breakfast this morning. Yeah. And how old are you, and what do you do when you're not riding?
I am 20 years old, and I am studying.
What do you want to become?
I want to be a sport organizer.
A sports organizer. Well, I wish you all the best. How many winners have you ridden?
14.
14. Good. Good luck on Sunday. There you are. That's your horse. Sir, I'm back with you. We're not many to go. Vizier de Forst.
Vizier de Forst.
That's right. It's a lovely name. Number six. And who rides this?
Victoria Allers.
Victoria Allers rides this one. Come and join us, Victoria. Come on down, as they say. Victoria Allers will be riding this horse. She comes all the way from Norway. Hello, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you.
Listen, tell us about yourself. What do you do? How old are you? And, well, what about that?
I'm 30 years old and I'm a marketing manager.
Marketing manager for what? What does that mean?
I'm a marketing manager for biscuits. So we develop the biscuits and we do all the commercials and campaigns for it as well.
Do you? And are they good biscuits? Are they tasty?
Of course.
Lovely. Are they fattening or not fattening?
Fattening, so I'm not eating that much.
Oh, right. How many winners in Norway?
10.
And where are you from in Norway?
In Oslo.
Oslo, the capital. Well, good luck on Sunday. Do you think you've got a good chance? Have you heard, what's the horse called? It's called what? Lovely. Your horse is called Vizier de Forst. Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Go for it. Okay, see you later. And the next horse is, oh, this is good. This is Panamix. Panamix. Number 8, Panamix. Who is going to be riding number 8, Panamix?
Suzanne Oaks.
Suzanne Oaks. Susan Oaks. Come and join us, Susan. Susan Oakes, she's going to be riding Panamix, and she has come all the way from Ireland. Ireland. Come and join us. Come on. Now, tell us what you've been doing for the past few weeks. Tell us about, we had breakfast this morning. Tell us about where you've been riding recently.
I have ridden in Punchestown over the famous Latouche course, which is the longest race in Ireland. It's 4 mile one and 35 fences.
It's a bit like the Grand National, but tougher. So this girl is good. How many winners have you ridden?
I've only ridden one, but I ride my own horses.
Lovely. Oh, lovely. And tell us what you do.
I'm a dental professional with 3 businesses. So.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, very good, I tell you. So do you actually do the dentistry as well, or do you just own the company?
I don't have that much time in the office. I spend a lot of time with the horses as I do show jumping and eventing as well.
And have you represented Ireland yet for show jumping, eventing?
I hold 2 world records jumping side saddles. So.
Jumping side saddle?
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever tried that. Don't. But you do. What sort of world record?
I've jumped 6'8" over the triple bar.
Side saddle?
Yes. I hope to break it this year at 7 foot. So.
That's about there with a side saddle. That is incredible. Listen, good luck. We must talk more. Here's your horse. Good luck to Ireland. Give a big round of applause. Ireland. 3 to go. 3 to go. Oh, here it is. Next one is Forge Hill Shunty. Shunty. And who will be riding Forge Hill Shunty? I used to live in Shunty. I was an assistant entraîneur. Oui. Oui.
Marion Dufresh.
Oh, it's a great name, Marianne Dufresh. Oh, Marianne Dufresh. Come and join us. It's a great name. Okay, forward, forward, forward. Can we move forward a bit? Sorry, guys, we're in the... we are... Come and join us. She is from France, so here we go. Marianne, come and join us. Bonjour, ça va? I'll now do this in French. Bonjour, ça va?
Très bien.
Oh, good.
Very good, thank you.
Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
Alors, j'ai 19 ans, je suis...
I'm 19 years old, I'm a student. I'm hoping to work in Thalasso. Est-ce que vous êtes né?
Je suis née à Bordeaux. Et
I was born in Bordeaux and I live in La Teste. Donc vous êtes une fille du quartier en fait, c'est ça, des enfants.
Oui.
Oui.
Yes.
You are terrific. Listen, good luck. Bonne chance, okay? See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Nice necklace she was wearing. 2 to go, 2 to go.
There is not empty.
Oh, hang on. We've got 2 horses left and there's no jockeys. Hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I like this. Hang on now. What have you done with the jockeys? We need some more jockeys. I know. Ahmed, what are you doing on Sunday? Ahmed, no. 18 countries is incredible. Okay. Oh, wait. We have a lot of lady jockeys. We're just confirming everybody so far. Who has not got rides? There's 2 who has not got from the Netherlands. The Netherlands and Sweden. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this horse is Dunham. Oh, hang on, no, that was, oh yes, Dunham and Leonie Vetak. Leonie Vetak. Leonie Vetak. Where's Leonie Vetak? She arrives tonight, that is ce soir. And the last one is, oh my word, it is Volcano de Croate.
Volcano.
They're going to erupt.
Yes. This is, I don't think so will be volcano.
Can you, you're welcome anytime, all right? You can make the draw anytime. Best ambassador I've ever met. Don't you wish he was the ambassador for France? Sorry, sir.
Joséphine Landgren.
Joséphine Landgren. Joséphine Landgren. Where is... Not tonight. Joséphine. Oh, no, here she is. Here she is. That was a joke, Joséphine. Oh, wait. I had to say that. She comes from Sweden. Hello, how are you today? Come and join us. Joséphine, we had breakfast together. And how are you? Tell us about yourself. How old, where are you from, and what do you do?
I'm from Sweden. I'm 22 years old. and I'm working full-time in a stable, riding out.
Are you professional or amateur?
Amateur.
Amateur, yes. And whereabouts is this in Sweden?
Gothenburg.
Gothenburg. Well, listen, good luck. Have you ridden here before in Toulouse?
No, never.
Wow. Good luck on Sunday. Thank you. She's a lovely girl. She comes from Gothenburg, second city in Sweden. Yes, you will have here.
May I take now?
Yes. I think we have everything. So there you are. Our thanks. Everybody is now complete. Sir, are we happy?
Oui, yes.
Right, everybody. Sir, Ambassador, please, I would like you to stay on stage because I would like now to have a photo, because this is the photo that will be going around the world. Could the Emirates girls go either side? Could we all sit here? Girls, could you please come forward? All right. All right, you just stay there. And, okay, girls at the back, come forward. And, sir, if you would like to go in the middle. This is great stuff, this. We're live at the moment going on the World Wide Web, but it's nice when things happen like this. Did you enjoy the draw? Wasn't it? It was good, wasn't it? It was terrific. Absolutely superb. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the lineup for Sunday. Obviously, we're going to get everything typed up, so you will have the runners and riders and the draw very soon. But if you'd all like to come forward, Monsieur Rambo, come forward. Everybody come forward. This is the photo, all right? So everybody. And while we have the photo, this is the best photographer in the world. And if you want any photos, come to this guy, because he is the #1. Ladies and gentlemen, can you give everybody a big round of applause? These are the contenders on Sunday. That was good fun, then. Keep smiling. Yeah, smile, smile. Ambassador, you are a star. Rambo, terrific. And absolutely outstanding. We all enjoyed. Thank you. And girls, we'll see you Sunday. Good luck. May the best girl win. Thank you. See you at 2 o'clock. He was sorry about that.